You're watching CES Live, powered by Ustream.tv, the most powerful way to stream live video, and by NewTek, makers of the TriCaster family of broadcast and streaming systems. And now, CES Live.
Hey folks, welcome back to our continuing coverage here at 2014 CES Live in Las Vegas.
We are live, John.
Nevada.
We are not dead.
I'm John P.
I'm Renee Ritchie.
And we have Fadi from PowerbyProxi. That is an interesting name.
Yeah,
How did that come about?
How did that come out? Great question. Wireless power it's a proximity-based technology. So
Now I'm getting it.
now you're getting it.
Now
So
I'm
it's
getting
actually a play on power by proximity.
Gotcha. Well, I love it. So we're going to actually talk about wireless power.
Absolutely.
Something very near and dear to my heart, Renee.
It's the last cord to be cut, right? You cut everything else, you still have that power cable.
I know, it just
Maddening.
pisses me off.
It's maddening.
Constantly.
So we're working on it, one device at a time. So,
Yes.
So we've got some really exciting stuff that we've been working on, and you guys obviously are very keen on your tech gadgets, and I'm sure you have hundreds of them that chew through batteries on a regular
They do indeed.
basis. And
So how does like the idea of power traveling through the air is fascinating. How does it actually work?
Yeah.
Is it lightning bolts?
not quite, but it uses magnetic fields. So we generate magnetic fields, and that's what we use to get the power across the air gap.
So do you have to have a special phone, a special battery, a special case? How do I get that juice from you into my phone?
Yeah. So our ultimate goal is that this technology is built into the phone. Today you can buy some phones with that technology built in already.
I think my little Samsung has it built in.
You've got
Although
it?
I've got this
Yeah.
crazy battery that we got from our sponsors, Sadio.
Sadio,
It's
yeah.
a really giant battery, but I think this battery, I'm not sure, this may actually have
Have wireless charging
NFC in it,
My Palm Tree had wireless
and
charging
maybe
in the day.
wireless. I don't know.
Yeah, could do. So a lot of the phones, you can add the feature just by buying a different back cover or by buying some sort of a case or sleeve that has the wireless charging receiver built in. But what we've kind of been working on is a next generation, and one of the things that's really frustrating is you have many electronic devices, and it would be nice to be able to just charge them all in the same place rather than having to carry around wall warts for every single one.
Yes.
So what we've developed is something a bit different to the current crop of wireless charging solutions available in the market. Today's solutions are all one-to-one. So you have one transmitter, one receiver. So if you have multiple devices, you're going to have multiple.
You have to have 12 different
transmitters.
things to lay them on. or
18
whatever.
touchstones in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really not
So
that
it's-
much better than a different cable
Yeah.
for every one of them.
That's right. So we've been really focused on developing multi-device charging to address that problem, and that's what I've got here to
Nice.
to show you. So
Is that this big white tablet
that's
that we're
this big
looking
white
at?
tablet thing over here. So this is a spatially free transmitter. It allows you to charge a phone with a wireless power receiver inside it, just by placing it anywhere you like on the pad. It doesn't matter where.
Is that what you mean by spatially free? Like
Yeah,
there's not
spatially
like a little round area right here that we have to put it on.
to
You
line
just
it
put
up
anywhere.
carefully.
Exactly. You can just put it anywhere. If you
Okay.
want to put it right on the edge of the pad, you can do that. If you'd like to charge in that position there.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter where you put it. You can put
Wireless
it anywhere
charging.
on the surface of this pad, and it'll recharge. So no precise alignment is required, which is one big advantage of these resonant type systems. And secondly, you can charge as many devices as you want on this thing.
As many as you can fit on it.
As many as you can fit on it. This particular one here was designed to charge 3 Galaxy phones. This was just a particular design, but you can have 2 bays, 4 bays, 10 bays. How many do you want, John?
Could you make the whole table
Yes.
into one? I mean, seriously, that's kind of one of the big things that I'd love to see is, are we going to one day have the ability to kind of have the whole countertop be a charger, if you will?
I mean, absolutely. And if you want to lend me your table, I'll...
Right, you go and carve into it and do all that?
yeah, just don't ask for it back, maybe.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, ultimately our vision is to create ubiquity of charging so that you no longer need to carry power cables and cords with you. Anywhere you go, you'll have access to surfaces and walls that have these wireless charging transmitters built in. So anywhere you work, anywhere you play, anywhere you travel, you'll have access to power charging stations just like you do Wi-Fi today.
My cup holder in my car, John.
That would be great because you drop your phone, anywhere you drop your phone down in there,
should
you want
charge
it to be able.
Yeah.
So let me ask you one question because I've seen in the past with certain of these devices, like let's say, Samsung Galaxy S4, it doesn't come with it, but I know there's a back that you can snap onto it. It's got 2 little contact points.
That's right.
Snap that on,
That's right.
bang. Now it's got like some kind of little coil in it or something.
Yeah, there's some electronics, there's a receiving circuit and a coil in that back cover, and that's what enables the wireless power to be received from a transmitter
Right.
and used to charge the battery.
Okay, so then you lay that on top of, and the ones that I've never seen a big one like this, I love this.
Yeah.
I've seen the little individual
Yeah.
ones, and I've
Yeah.
also noticed that they're all rated for a particular amount of output, like
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
500 milliamps, or
Yeah.
I think maybe I saw one that was like 1 amp. What's the deal with because especially if you have something like a Note with a big battery or a tablet, those are big devices,
Yeah.
big batteries. They take a long time to charge if it's only charging at, let's say, 500 milliamps.
That's
so
right.
talk about that a little
Yeah,
bit.
so that's a really important point, and one of our fundamental beliefs is we have to charge as fast as a wired charger. It's not good enough to charge at half the speed or quarter speed. If I'm used to my phone charging in 2.5 hours, I'm not going to wait 5 hours or 6
Yeah.
hours to charge it wirelessly. So you'll notice here we have 2 Galaxy S4s, and we have 1 Galaxy S3. The S3 uses 5 watts, the S4s draw 7.5 watts. So we supply the phone with the maximum power
As
it's
much as
capable
it
of
can take.
receiving to charge at the same speed as a wired charger.
And as a user, I don't have to worry what my phone takes. I can just put it down. Oh no, that's a 7 watt. I can't put this on this bumper.
You don't need to think about it. The charging pad is intelligent enough to work out what power to deliver where.
And your charging pad can put out, if we put 3 of, which phone draws the absolute most? Which one can charge the fastest? Like a S4 or something? Is that about the top?
The thing with some of these phones, so this is a 7.5 watt phone, but it's also because it has a much bigger battery than the S3. So the 7.5 watts still gives you a similar charge time to the S3.
Right, okay. But if you put 3 7.5 watt ones, this pad can give all 3 of them their maximum current?
Absolutely.
It's got plenty of in
absolutely.
reserve, if you will.
It's got plenty in reserve. And different pads will be designed for different power levels. So you want your whole whole table to do it. So
we're going to need a little more power
you're
for
going to need
that.
a little bit more power. But the platform we've developed allows you to do that. So in certain installations, say a car, for example, you're probably not going to be charging more than maybe 2 devices in the center console. In other applications, your kitchen counter,
Restaurant table.
restaurant tables, you might be charging more. So
You could have several devices laying all over it.
that's totally right. So the platform's scalable. We can make big pads, small pads. We can do them in different shapes and sizes as well. One of the things that I brought along to show you as well is we've actually managed to
battery.
integrate the most common battery in the world, not just any battery.
It's a AA battery.
Common battery in the world. And this battery here has one of our wireless power receivers
You're kidding me.
embedded inside
No,
it.
it doesn't.
I want to open it up now.
Wait, you're telling me if you put that on here, it's going to charge?
This one requires a 3-dimensional charger.
Oh, okay.
So
You drop it in a little
you drop it
sleeve?
in a little sleeve, or something like we were talking about, Renee, about the center console in the
Absolutely.
car, something that's not going to be a flat surface. Charger shapes like that are really suited to 3-dimensional charging. Things like wearable devices as well. New smartwatches, heart rate monitors.
Drop them in a little
wristband.
cup that does. So let me
absolutely.
ask you a theoretical question then. Could you, let's say you had 8, because you never use just one of these batteries. You use like 3 or 4 or 8, okay? If I had a whole bunch of them, could you have a little cup or a little container, and I just literally drop them in it?
Yeah.
I just randomly
Yep.
just drop them in it,
I've-
and they'd all
charging
charge?
cup.
They'd all charge. And I've got exactly that. I'd love to show it to you at our
Why,
booth,
why
at
do
our
we
booth
not
sometime.
have every
Now.
single human needs those everywhere right now?
I have one thing I wanted to know still. Is this like cords where there's different varieties? Like I have a Thunderbolt cable or a USB. Is there one standard yet for wireless charging?
Unfortunately, no. And that's part of what's delaying mass market adoption at the moment. There are 3 standards groups at the moment. We support the Wireless Power Consortium, who's developed the Qi standard, and that's the one that we are
That's the one I'm
actively
familiar with.
contributing to.
That's the one we've tried, and that's on the Samsungs and all that.
Yeah.
And funny comment in the chat room. Thank you, Nikola Tesla.
Indeed.
Yeah, actually, my title is Chief Tesla Officer. So.
Nice, nice. So, what can people buy from you right now? And what if I wanted a special one made? Like, what if I wanted a restaurant and a feature was going to be, you can lay your devices on all of our tables, and they're all they'll charge anything you put on them. Do you guys do that? What's available?
Yeah, I'd love to sell you something, but we're a
not quite there yet.
We're there, but we're a technology company, so
you're licensing it out.
We license it out. So towards the end of last year, we announced a major partnership with Samsung. Early this year, actually at the start of CES, we announced a major licensing agreement with Texas Instruments.
Oh, nice.
So we license out our technology to IC manufacturers and OEMs who ultimately will create the final products based on this technology and IP.
Is there a point in the future where we won't need proximity anymore, that I can just put it there and this device could be on that side of the table and it'll still be close enough to get me my power?
Yeah. I like you, so I wouldn't let you in that room.
Yeah, that would be a little dangerous with all that current flowing around, wouldn't it?
It's something that is, we are bound by
the laws of physics.
Yeah.
Why can't we just get around those?
Stupid physics.
I was always a cheater in school.
Yeah, I don't know physics, it shouldn't apply to me.
Yeah.
Let's just start with your table.
Oh yeah, we'll start with the table. Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing that with us. It's very exciting stuff. You guys, speaking of excitement, if you stick around, we've got a lot more exciting stuff coming.
Absolutely. We have a whole day for exciting stuff.
Well, at least another half a day.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with more later, guys. Stick around.